We give thanks to be gathered here again to honor the whole fabric of life, seen and unseen. In gratitude, we honor all generations of people who have spent their lives gaining and modeling wisdom. The legacy in us of those who have been our spiritual teachers and guides. All who have given their lives in the service of others. All who have transformed their communities into places of peace and justice. All whose generous wisdom has made our own lives richer and clearer. We remember them, and we open our hearts to receive their ongoing teaching and kindness and protection. In gratitude, we honor every aspect of the non-human world that shares its existence with us. The wonders of space and the intimacy of domesticated animals and cultivated plants. All animals who have befriended and served us. All plants that have nourished and delighted us. The majestic and vulnerable oceans that cleanse and feed us. All forces of nature that have both sustained and challenged us. We raise our voices in prayer for all refugees of war, climate change, and poverty, especially for children caught in situations they can neither understand nor control. We raise our voices in prayer for all creatures, human and non-human, endangered by the consequences of unimpeded climate change. For every creature fleeing wildfire, flood, drought, hurricane, tsunami. For all beings facing the loss of habitat or home, the loss of an ecosystem or a community, the loss of food sources, or the loss of a livelihood. We honor all people who have the courage every day to rise again, to speak and to act with energy, vision, and imagination, undeterred by the enormity of climate change. We commit ourselves to the protection of the beings who share the earth with us as we open our hearts to receive their ongoing teaching, loving kindness, and sustenance. In gratitude, we honor all generations of people who have lived on this land and all the places where we now live. The legacy of people who cared for this place, its plants and creatures, long before we were here. The legacy of our forebears who imagined a nation of freedom, reconciliation, respect, and well-being for all. For those who have worked with mind and heart and strength, indoors and out, to make it possible for us to gather in such peace and beauty today. Daniel, Hipólito, Aniceto, Misael, Ernesto, Delfina, Sandra, Angelica, Sandy, and Anita. Especially, we give thanks for Mary and Roger, for their wise tending of this land for the last 40 years, for their hospitality and friendship, for all the ways they model for us what it means to honor a particular place so deeply that daily tending opens onto awe. We remember and honor them. We open our hearts to receive their ongoing teaching, loving kindness, and protection. In gratitude, we honor all generations of our own families and friends, the legacy of parents, grandparents, and all our ancestors, the promise of children, grandchildren, and all who come after us, those for whom we have suffered and worried, those who transmitted their love to us, and those who tried and failed. All the people we know who are living right now with an unwanted diagnosis, with illness, with the fragility of the human body. Those whose deaths were a blessing and a mercy, and those whose deaths left us bereaved and in darkness. We remember them.
Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God. And we can just put them down right here.